Jewish stories for Shabbos. After a few-week break for Pesach, we are back, and today, Thursday, is actually Yom HaShoah. Yom HaShoah is a little bit more of a serious and sad kind of day. It's a day when we remember the Shoah, the Holocaust, and the terrible things that happened to the Jewish people in Europe, in Germany, in Poland, and other countries about 75 years ago. Good way to get us in the spirit. Anyway, so tonight, I want to tell you a story about my own family, our own family, that happened around the time of the Holocaust, back in 1938. This is what happened, because, you know, Ami, my grandmother, your great-grandmother, was born in a small little town called Obertulber, a little town near Frankfurt, Germany. And on Kristallnacht, which was on November 9th, 1938, that was a very bad night. You know what the word Kristallnacht means? It means broken glass. It was the night when a lot of Germans and Nazis came and broke windows and broke lights and destroyed shuls and destroyed homes. It was a terrible and scary night. So on that night, Ami told me that bad German men, bad Nazis, came into her apartment, came into her house, and they took her father away. They took her father to a place, that's my great-grandfather, your great-great-grandfather. They took him to a place called Dachau. Now Dachau, Avi, later in the Holocaust became a concentration camp. It was actually the first concentration camp that Hitler made. It was a terrible place to go. But since this was earlier, before the Holocaust really started, it wasn't that bad yet. It wasn't great, and obviously they were scared whether he was going to come back or not, but it wasn't terrible. The problem is they didn't know if they would be able to get him back or not. But what Ami's family realized is that her father had been in the German army and fought in the German army in World War I about 20 years earlier. So what they did is they went to the German government and they showed them the papers that said he fought for Germany. He was a German soldier in the German army. How could you take him away? You need to let him go. And the German government let him go. When he came home, Ami's family realized, this is not good. This is too scary. We can't stay here anymore. We have to leave. And they quickly got the papers they needed to get on a boat and come to America and come to New York. They were on one of the last boats from Germany that made it to America. If they would have stayed a few weeks or maybe even a few days longer, they might never have made it out. So it was really a nace from Hashem. Not only that they made it out, but even when Ami's father was taken away to Dachau, as sad and scary as that was, maybe that was really what saved their lives. Because they saw how bad this could be, and because they saw when they got him back that they might not get another chance, they decided we have to go, and that's what saved their whole family. And that's why I'm here today, and that's why you guys are here today. So there are so many terrible, terrible things that happened in the Holocaust that we can't understand, and that we don't know why Hashem did them, and it's just sad and it's just terrible. But there are also tiny little stories like Ami's story, like the story of Ami's family, which is a little nace from Hashem, that we have to appreciate. That I'm sure as scary and sad as it was when Ami's father was taken away, really that was a mini little bracha from Hashem, because he was giving them a warning. It's time to leave so you can save your lives. So we have to find the tiny, tiny little ways to say thank you to Hashem, even during this terrible time. And we have to, of course, daven and learn and do chesed and hope that nothing even remotely like that, God forbid, would ever happen again. So it's a day to remember the sadness of the people that we lost, and also to thank Hashem that Baruch Hashem, our family survived, and we are still here today. And the Jewish people are growing, stronger and stronger, more and more, bigger and better, more Torah, more chesed, more children. And Baruch Hashem, Hashem should help us to continue to grow. Shabbos, everyone.
Good Shabbos. Good Shabbos, guys.